Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about loops. And one operator needs to be repeated multiple times. For example, on all items on a list, we avoid having to type or copy or paste repetitive coding about creating loops. There are two ways of creating loops in Python: the for loops and the while loops. First, we learned for loops. And with for loops, Python literally over items a sequence such as list tuple and order that appear in the sequence. And what is matters that a variable and is set to each item for sequence the value in turn, and each time it's happened, individual block of code is executed again. So here is code list and 5 strings and for code in code list we can get here. And for code in the list, we will print array of the list of the code list. And here's connecting the kernel. And yes, we can get the file numbers. And here the for loops can literally over individual character strings. So here is data DNA sequence, and here ATG, GT, GT, GCC. And for base in the DNA sequence, we can print base A, TT, TGGT, yeah, of course, yes. And over K the dictionary, and you can use this for dictionary, and of course you can do it some on a list. Naturally, we combine for loops with if statement. Expression for this. Here is expression, the dictionary, right? And for Jane expression dictionary, if is Jane is negative and it's print what is, and else if and else if. So we can see the result of this. So here is we can know about what is specific and is unregulated or upgraded. And here skip and break loops, and for this and with continue we call skip this iterator. So the value is here's file number and tuple equal 0, and for v in values, and if v is less than 0 and continue skip is iteration, and total equal total plus 1, and print we can get here. Yeah, of course, and 20, and because less -5 or -1 is less than 1, less than 1 0, so we continue and skip this iteration. And another way the factor loops is break statements. We can see gene code here and the dictionary, right? With the sequence, for codon in the sequence, right? We can if the genetic code and with the stop, if equal to stop, and then we quit the loop at the point, right? It's pretty, yeah. Courses want to return it, yeah, from start and stop from here with the stop and then stop there. And we loop and more loops and use ranges and print list the range 10. We can see here this range 10 and main list 0 to 9 and different range, and range 5 to 10, but it not included 10. And here's print range 0, comma 10, comma 3. We can 3 every 3 number we can pick up 1, and we can get 0, 3, 6, 9, and range 7 to -2, and we can from the courses from 7 and to 2 and -5, 7 -2, and I get 5. 5 minus 2 is 3, right? loop through the ranges and can for x in range 8. We can print x. It's easy, you can get here. And sometimes for score, and you can score append here for every member of this. You can get the scores it and use it, and use enumerated and give a sequence, and here for index and enumerated letters. So we print index and letters. We can get here 0 and 1, 2, 3, and get here enumerated. Enumerated can list, combine with list, and 0 and this kind of index with k, and the result is it. And the enumerated list, and we can list of this and list of this kind of with a list with the tuple like this. The filling loops, and with the cities pop, and for this kind of cities, and with big city, with cities the people are bigger than this, so we can call it big city appendant, right? Big city appendant. And for city in here, and we can subdivide the total populations, and some problems because I need to recreate this, and click here. Can we get up to the population here, and the list the popular values, and print the pops and pops, so many strings, and formatting strings, and here's and DSF. D means decimal integer, F floating point number, S string, and a specific number decimal point is in floating number with 2 point to F use 2 decimal places. You can see here, and print here is 2 decimal format, and formatter here, and here 2 and 2, yeah, with 2 decimal places. Point member, here's this kind of things, and sometimes we can get different things, as for example this means S and 1F, 2 and 1, 2, 3, like this, the formatting string. But we should make sure that the format functions are pretty useful right now. Doing format something that's pretty useful, and sometimes the loops are end of this. And for some time, thank you for listening, and see you next time. Goodbye.